promise that you'll catch me.
Hey guys, Jazz back with another video. In this video, we're gonna go over like the state of the market and investing. What will be the future? Will investments still be as good? I don't think investments will definitely not be as good as they've been this year, definitely, because this year has been crazy how good the investments been. They might be as good as last year's investments, but depending on, there's a lot of variables in this. I know a lot of people have been asking me, what does this mean for investment or whatever. There's so many variables still to be determined that we don't know. One, has EA been able to stop the botting? I mean, not the botting. Who cares about the botting? Have they been able to stop the coin sellers from getting the coins to the customers? No. And I'll tell you why they haven't in a few, because EA can't get anything right. They missed a few little things here and there that stops it, and people are still able to sell coins. So it kind of doesn't stop it, because I was wondering, as you can see, or you can't see because I have the face cam there, but I have two auctions right now. Two of the cards sold. The Tyreek Hill still hasn't sold. This is a card that was selling for 30 million coins. So I'm like, I start to think, I'm like, okay, I put the card up for 15 mil because that's the max you can sell it for, and it's not selling this a 30 million coin card. But then I got to thinking, if they're really affecting the coin sellers, top end cards are going to collapse in prices. Because remember last year, when they really started banning people and everything like that, like the top end cards all completely collapsed. Like the Michael Vick, we used to have to buy two cards. Some people told me to get the Michael Vick. You had to buy two cards for like 100 million in order to get the Michael Vick. He was going for like 20, 15 million. Because they started banning so many people, all the money left the system. And then it was just like, you know, because all those people who have, you know, hundreds of millions of coins and billions of coins, and they're just buying all these cards up for like 90 million, 80 million and stuff like that. All the bosses last year, that stopped. So towards the end of the year, the bosses went for like 5 million when bosses used to go for like 50 or 60 million every weekend it came out. So because the the price on the coins collapsed, there was a lot of bans handed out. So the prices of the coins really affects our investments, because it affects the potential. Because if there are a lot of people with a lot of cheap coins out there, the potential of the cards raising in value is a lot higher than if there's not that much money and it's dry out there. So always keep that in mind. So that's one thing you have to be wary of is the crash around the corner. I'm not really sure why EA started limiting packs and all that. I know people said that there was an auction house glitch, so whenever you repost all, you would just when it came back, you would have double or triple what you were posting, and you were just basically duplicating cards. But the prices weren't collapsed. I mean, to me, prices didn't collapse, because last year 85 overall elites went for 30K. This year they go for like what, 300, 400, half a million. The 85 overall elites. Again, the prices aren't as bad, so I don't, you know, I get it. They're trying to get out, but they're the ones inflating the prices themselves. By implementing the training system, there's less cards in the auction house because they're all getting sucked out, lowering the odds of pulling elites, which they have, making the sets that you complete unauctionable. They're the ones inflating the prices. So they really want the prices that high? What is the, like, I don't get it. Why would they want prices that high? Probably because they want those really super high overall teams really unattainable, and they want you to keep playing longer. Maybe that's I mean, I'm trying to answer my own question here, but it's just like, I'm trying to think of what is the reason why they want the prices so high on these cards. I don't get why they want elites to go for so much. Obviously, they want people to just keep building throughout the year and not just get because now with the training, you could just get a super, you know, 120 overall team like that. If the prices were how they were last year, we would have 120 overalls all over the place right now. But since like cards go for a lot more now than they did last year, but that's partly because they're getting sucked out of the system and they're getting, you know, thrown into these, you know, fed into other cards. So I really don't get the pack limit. Hopefully hopefully we drop the new promo soon as well, which is the Thanksgiving, which they can drop it around this time, because they're just making a 3-week promo, 2 weeks into things, and right after Thanksgiving, the day after, you get the Black Friday sale, or last year it was called the Blitz event. So they do that right after Thanksgiving as well. So be on the lookout for that event. So let's collect these two auctions. As I see, I sold the suit for 9 million, which I missed. You know, I was doing the last video I did today. Well, I was trying to see what the caps were, and I bought him for 10 million. So that's the maximum you can buy at 90 overall cards. So I wound up selling them for 10 million, but after taxes, you get, you know. So I basically lost $1 million on that one, and I sold my Mariota. The most you can sell 91 overall is 15 million. So I sold them for 15 million. I also have the Tyreek Hill up as well. One thing that they messed up, because I was gonna make the video about, okay, prices all around are probably gonna drop because they're really gonna hit the coin sellers hard. But I went on one of the, I'm not gonna say the name of the thing, but one of their coin selling sites that they sell for. I went on there just to check what are they trying to sell to the people. Is there any, have they already found a way to sell coins to people? And I go look, Legend collectibles, elite game plans you can sell for unlimited. The elite game plans and the legend collectibles you can sell for unlimited amount. So EA made put caps on all the players, but I mean all you have to do is slap a 5 million cap on legend collectibles, even a million cap on legend collectibles and elite game plans. Maybe 5 million, a couple million, 2 million, 3 million, just slap one on there and they wouldn't have had it out. They already have a, like, how can you be so bad at doing these things? Like, you can either stop them completely and do everything to stop them completely, but don't do things half-assed. Don't go and cap all the players and then leave a loophole for these guys to still use, because it makes no sense. We either want them completely out of the auction house or have them in the auction house, because there's up and down of sometimes they're up, and it just creates more chaos, especially for investments. Now maybe I'm giving EA a little bit more credit than they deserve, but maybe, just maybe, all right, maybe they're not that dumb to, put caps on everything except for a couple of things and then still leave loopholes for them to still sell coins. Maybe they're not that dumb, because I'll be really pissed off if there's still a loophole and they just capped off all my investments. That'll be really shitty. But I believe maybe they are trying to catch these people. So anybody who's selling, like, game plans for 50 million or legend collectibles for 50 million, 20 million, something like that, both of those accounts would get banned permanently, which would be okay. I would be down for that, because then that would actually hurt them even more. Not only are the caps going to get hit, because eventually they'll put caps on those as well, but they're going to try to catch as many of the coin sellers and the coin buyers as possible, which is all right by me if that's what they're doing. Now, if that's not what they're doing and they just completely, overlook the fact that you can still sell the legend collectibles and get elite game plans for that price, then that's just bad on their part. But again, once they do patch that and put caps on those, it's going to be really hard for the coin sellers to get the coins to the people who are buying them. So it's going to make it a more tedious thing that some people might not even want to be involved in. Again, they might start banning people for certain things and stuff like that. So maybe, again, the higher end cards will start to drop in price, which is not buy by me. So for right now, I'll probably just take a little backseat. I won't go OD on some investments. Obviously, the 93 cards and the 95 cards, nobody really knows that you can sell those cards for. The 95, I think you probably could still sell it for 99 million coins. So again, but as the year progresses, like I said in my last video, the cap that they have will continue to go down, because right now 91 is one of the highest overall cards. So yeah, they allow you to sell them for 15 million. But let's say later on in the year, 91s aren't, like, there's already like 95 pluses on each position. Then those 91s are probably, they'll drop the cap down to like 5 or something like that. And they'll do that for every single overall. I think as the year progresses, they'll keep dropping them. If they're gonna do this, they should do it right, not just do a half-ass. Again, they're gonna get in the game of putting caps on it. They gotta be able to be updating it consistently and adjusting it to whatever things. Don't keep leaving these loopholes and just making a disaster of the situation. That is what I'm hoping that they do. Don't make a disaster of this situation. All right, guys. So now I'm going to do something I've been wanting to do for a little while. Is to feed some of those elite players that are non-auction but are still on my team. Just going to feed them into my other players. So, I mean, we'll see how this goes. But I think I'm going to edit my lineup, because one of the cards that I'm going to... Okay, that's good. Those are the players I plan on keeping. So one player I'm definitely going to train for sure is the Jarvis Landry. And I'm going to feed my Tyreek Hill into him, which will take him like 9 more overalls higher. So that is nice. He's going to be almost like 100 overall. Keep boosting that card up, because the Tyreek Hill obviously was the free one that I got from the beginning of the game. They did a little change in it and allowed you to feed that card, because before you couldn't feed that card to any other card. I hope they do that in the future with a couple of the other cards. I'm probably going to try to boost them up a little bit more. Obviously, I'm not going to throw that card in there. You know who I'm going to boost up a little bit too is my fullback. Yeah, I know a lot of people like the fullback. I actually like to run a fullback on the team, so I'll throw this Le'Veon Bell. I know it's going to hurt a lot of you, me throwing this card in there. But I'm going to throw this Le'Veon Bell in there. I'm going to boost him up a little bit. give him some love. Get a fullback some love. I like to run a fullback and not another running back right there. So I definitely want to crank him up a little bit. All right, what I'm going to do is actually do something that people are going to be going crazy over probably. I don't know. We're going to feed the Eric Ebron to J.J. Watt. One, because J.J. Watt has a higher cap, and I know some of you guys will be like, it's the speed, but honestly, I don't think you can get much more speed than what they actually show. So, like, you know, I don't think you can go higher than 99, 100 speed. So the fact that Eric Ebron gets to like 110 or whatever, I don't know how much that really matters. He has better stats than others, especially like run block and stuff like that. The J.J. Watt card is a little bit better. So that's one I decided. How many more cards do I have to boost? Maybe I can boost. Still have a few more cards. So let's just try to take the Jarvis Landry maybe to a... Definitely not going to throw the Rackpo because he's only there because one of the investments is in the lineup right now. Oh, no. We're going to do the kicker. Okay, yeah, because the kicker, I want to replace my kicker, really. All right, so we're going to train up the kicker because we need to show the kicker a little bit of love. Let's throw this Zach Ertz in there and see how high we can get him. Continue. Should be able to bump him up to a 91 overall, which is nice. All right, feed him. So he's up there. What else can we... I think that's enough for the kicker, I think. What's his kick power? 90. Let's try to see if we can push it even higher. Why not? We're going to throw the Dak in there as well. Show the kicker some love. Maybe they release like a good event that, you know, really challenge you to get an elite kicker or something. So I already have a really high overall kicker. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to feed a couple of the cards to help my overall stay pretty high. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like down below. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Till next time, guys.